jacket and your scarf and your purse away. Okay? Quickly. This man's name is, who can say his name with me?
James Castle.
James Castle. It's actually Castle. It sounds like there's a T, but just like the castle, like the building the castle, it's a silent T. So it's James Castle. Say that with me.
James
Castle. So he lived for most of his whole life, or his whole life actually, in rural Idaho. And he never went to school. And there's a reason why, but I'm not going to tell you just yet. He didn't go to school. He was a self-taught artist. What do you think that means? Fire?
He taught himself how to do his own art.
Right. He never went to school or art school. But this is the interesting thing that made him a little bit different than some other artists.
He was deaf.
He was born deaf, and that means
He can't hear.
right. As a baby, he was born a little bit premature. That meant one of my objectives for this lesson was just to help the kids understand two main things. First of all, to teach about an amazing artist, but primarily I would like them to begin to understand that there are many ways to make art, many ways to be an artist. We paint in here, we do collage work, we do sculptures, but James Castle brings something new. James Castle brings an element that helps the kids see their world in new ways, see things that they wouldn't normally know to be an art material, and consider, I can do something interesting with this.
My grandpa and my grandma, they were born deaf too.
Really?
And my grandpa, he showed me pictures of the school he went to when he was little. And it said, I forget the name of the school, but it said the school for the deaf. And then I saw his friends and like signing.
Did your grandfather sign?
Yes, and he can read lips too.
Okay, wow, I love that. Well, thanks for sharing that. So there are 2 tables here, 2 tables here. I want you to just start exploring, first of all. You only have a few minutes. How am I going to put something together if I don't have glue or tape? James Castle tied things and sewed things. And if this isn't a skill that they have, it's a skill that maybe they could work on. They don't always need to have a teacher standing over them saying, this is the way I want you to do it and only this way. They can say, if I have to do it this way, but I'm not familiar with this, and it doesn't work one way, can I try it a new way? So it helps them really in the problem-solving area, and it helps them construct things that they didn't know they could.
Don't look over my face. Like your dad.
Shut up. Stiffen it up some.
You were ready.
And tie this on.
Miss Julie, it's a box.
You want just go on? You want it to have a top and bottom?
Yeah. I might need to blind.
It'll be so
What happened, Stephen? And the kids showed a whole lot of diligence and patience and persistence. And they did really use the materials in ways that I couldn't have imagined.
My name is Nayeri, and I learned about James Castle. I learned about James Castle. He used soot and spit to do his work in color. This is a house. I made a house. I just wanted to make a house. And this reminds me of when people they come around in the backyard and stuff. They could come in front, and I'm acting like this is James Castle's house.
My name is Malachi. It is spelled Malachi. We're making a James Castle art. I'm not done with my house yet. It stands up. I think that James Castle was a great man because he was a deaf person that could draw and all that. And I learned how to make things out of trash. Close your very
My name is Noah. I learned about James Castle. For this, I use cardboard and a tissue wrapper and stitching.
What is it?
It's a hotel with a VIA satellite.
Raise your hand if you can tell me. Why do you think we learned about an artist like James Castle? Why do you think we studied about this particular artist? Think about it before you answer.
We probably did it because sometimes when we're at home, we probably have the need for art, but we don't have any supplies with us. So we could just grab stuff out of the reception bin and sew stuff together, and then we can sew it our art.
Thank you, 5th grade. What do you say to our visitors and helpers?
Thank you, 5th grade.
You are welcome.
I really got on TV, but okay, I'm cool. Okay, I want to give a shout out to my family,